Yo, what's good, boys? It's Joey P. We doing the video update this week at Gryphs. You already know what's good. I did a test through. There's a bit of background noise, but that's from like the grill and stuff in the background. So whatever, just fucking ignore it for today. So let's recap week 12 in 4th and 1. Let's get it. First game of the day here, we got Jordan took me out this week. I scored 103 points, which is decent, a lot better than last week. But Jordan, you know what? You just had a really good week with performances by Jeremy Macklin, Megatron. Starting Brian Hoyer against New Orleans was smart, even though I think he left with a concussion or something, or just didn't. Oh, he just didn't throw the ball at all because they were beating the shit out of New Orleans, I guess. I'm not really sure what happened there. Chris Ivory had a good game as well. Eddie Lacy had a good game. Thomas Rawls is going to be a stud for you with Marshawn Lynch now out for the rest of the year. Good luck, Jordan. You're in first place right now. We'll get to that later, but you're in a good spot for playoffs. Let's just say that. Next game. Stroke of luck losing to Benny and the Jets. Andrew Ballone putting up 153 points. What the fuck? You usually don't do that. Okay, let's see who you had, Andrew. Jeez, Blake Bortles having a good game. Jarvis Landry was the top player on DraftKings this week because we don't play PPR, but he had 13 fucking receptions. Deshaun Jackson had a big catch for a touchdown. That was basically all his points. Tyler Eifert had a good game. You had a good kicker explosion game. Kicker explosions are nice. And then you have the best defense in the league right now, Carolina. Canillas, who played good on your team. Derek Carr, he's going to be your starter for the rest of the year, likely. Keep starting him because him and Amari Cooper are going to be special one day. T.Y. Hilton had a good game, despite not having Andrew Luck. Gronk, he's hurt now, but he still put up 14 points for you. He's going to be back soon. I'm guessing, like, it says he could play this week, but he's probably not going to play this week. Give him a week off. You're on the best team in the league. Like, chill. Next game. Slow fucking internet here at the U of G. Oh, what a close game. I didn't realize this one was so close. Kevin taking down Instagram 109 to 107. Let's see, was anyone playing in that Monday night game that could have influenced it? Oh, Kamar Aiken was the one who made it really close for Kev. Oh, and Justin Tucker. And Baltimore's defense. Wow. Dumb. So it looks like you got the shit beaten out of you until that the amazing, like, holy fuck, to be a Cleveland fan right now, to have your field goal blocked in return for a touchdown for the win, thinking you're going to win the game because you got a late interception, that happening, oh my god. I thought being a Ticat fan was bad. Imagine being a Browns fan. Jesus Christ. So Kev, let's recognize your awesome team. AP is AD right now, 29 points, killing niggas. Javoris Allen's great pickup for you. D'Angelo Williams, Kev, you're set at running back. Your problem right now is your receivers. Dez, he's pretty much useless without Tony. Devontae Adams, he's playing like shit because A-Rod's playing like shit. And Martavis Bryant is your wide receiver 1 stud, and he's playing pretty good right now. Still scared of your team for the playoffs, Kev. If you can find a tight end, talk to me. Jordan Reed, Travis Kelce, potentially. I will help you out. Eric Ebron ain't getting the job done, bud. Yeah, there's no trade deadline because people bitched and complained, so that's why we can make trades now, in case you didn't know. Pizza Leads beating down Michelle Nuds 101 to 89. Michelle, your team is a bunch of duds. You keep starting Mike Wallace. He keeps playing and he keeps putting up 0 points. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. You're starting a kicker who didn't even play. Michelle, you have no idea what's going on. Please keep starting a kicker that doesn't play because I play you this week, but we'll get to that. The only one on your team, Michelle, who's any good is Phillip Rivers. He's second in the league in passing yards, and I'm sure he'll overtake Brady at some point with all of Brady's wide receiver issues. But let's recognize Pete because he doesn't win that often. He might actually sneak into playoffs. Wow, he's 6-6, surprising. Big Ben's really solid quarterback. He just had really solid performances across the board. Doug Martin, Mark Ingram, Gary Barnidge, all with 9. You'd probably expect more out of Randall Cobb at 7 points. Golden Taint had 11 points on Thanksgiving. It's the best game of the year, actually. Congrats, Pete. Final game of Week 12. Sanu Canoe beating down John and the Beckhams. What a surprise win this was. Danny's piece of shit last place team taking out John. Doesn't matter who Danny starts at quarterback. Let's see how much Russell Wilson dropped. Wilson dropped 48, but that doesn't matter because Matt Stafford dropped 47. Too bad you can't start 2 quarterbacks, Danny, or you may actually be a playoff team. Brandon Marshall also had 25. Guy's a stud. LaShawn McCoy, I've been saying it for a while now. It doesn't matter that he's on Buffalo. He's, in my opinion, still the best running back in the NFL. Maybe behind Adrian Peterson, but that's an argument for a different day. Who'd John have? ODB is God. But other than that, oh, Spencer Ware, thanks for picking up my sloppy seconds, you fucking fuckface. Girl at work just walked by me, say fucking fuckface. She's probably looking at me weird. Who's that guy talking to over there? What the fuck? Okay, let's get to the standings. Jordan, congrats, brother. I mentioned this earlier, but you're in first place right now. You're winning the division, and you're winning the entire league. You're probably going to win this week, too, but we'll get to who you're playing. Second place is Dom with Instagram. Even after a big loss, this nigga has a 6-0 divisional record. So he's going to win the division regardless because there's only 1 week left, and the guy behind him, Candelas, is 4-3 in the division. So Dom's getting that first round bye, it looks like. I'm in third. Kevin's in fourth. Stroke of luck, Dan Candelas in fifth. Big drop off for him. He was in first place just a few weeks ago. John is 6-6 and in 6th place. Straight on his heels is Pizza Leeds. They're in 7th, also at 6-6. Big week. This is a big week of fantasy football with huge playoff implications. 8th place is Michelle with Hit That Blunt. Benny and the Jets. 9th place, Andrew Ballone. And 10th place is Danny Nuds. So let's look at playoff scenarios right here. It's the first time I'm looking at the schedule. I haven't played, or your records and the schedule, so I haven't planned this out ahead of time. Michelle, Andrew, Danny, sorry to tell you, but you fucks are in the. Yeah, you're not making the playoffs. Saco Bowl, here you come for the 3rd straight year, Danny. But let's see what kind of playoff implications there are elsewhere. So John and Pete are both tied. Pete plays Kevin. John plays Dom. Interesting. But everyone else is 7-5. So let's take a look at points for. John scores a fuckload of points. So Pete, you have to win and hope John loses because you're literally you scored 250 points less than John. That's just the truth for you to make the playoffs. But if you get the win and Kevin loses per se and you score 21 more points than Kevin scores and you win and John wins, Kev's out of the playoffs. You have to score. I'm not losing out of the playoffs because you have to score over 100 points to overtake me. 100 points more than me. So I'm in the playoffs regardless right now, even though it doesn't say that on Yahoo, because nothing's guaranteed. I could not start my lineup and you could outscore me by 100 points, whatever. Who's in 5th place? Stroke of Luck. Wow, Stroke of Luck actually has 1 less point score than Kevin, meaning if Pete wins and outscores Candelas by 20 points or 21 points or more, then Dan's out of the playoffs and Pete's in. And that's about it. So Candelas, Kevin, Peter, and John, there's still playoff implications for you this week. No one's safe. Anything is possible in fantasy football. John, if you win, you're in the playoffs regardless. So just set your best lineups this week, boys. Try your hardest. Do you. Okay, let's get to this week's matchups. This is going to be a long video update. I got to start work in 15 minutes. I'm going to upload it while I'm at work. Jacqueline's Bush Forever, playing Michelle with Hit That Blunt. Okay, let's see. Who do I have? Who do Michelle have? Mike Wallace. He scores 0 points all the time, and he's playing Seattle this week, so I don't expect much to change. DeMarco Murray's playing New England in New England. This could be a big LeGarrette Blount game. I got this feeling he's just going to drop 30 points or something, but the rest of your team is just fucking god-awful, Michelle. I'm sorry. St. Louis plays better at home. You got Arizona's defense. Tom Brady plays Philly. AJ plays Cleveland. Except for Brandon Cooks playing Carolina, I got pretty good matchups. I'm starting 2 waiver wire running backs because that's just the way my season's been going. I think I'm the waiver wire warrior this year. You guys can make your own arguments. Candilis will probably go, half my team is picked up off the waiver wire, but like I make these consistent moves every week that help me win games, and that's what it's all about, being the waiver wire warrior, fam. So I'm taking myself, take the victory. $100 million never let you. Ed and Eddie versus Stroke and Luck. Candilis, you need this win, but Jordan's got a hell of a good team. Despite having a quarterback, LOL, he's starting Ryan Fitzmagic against the Giants defense in New York. Could be tough. Nuck Hopkins going against Buffalo. Could be tough. Kansas City doesn't have very good pass defense. You know, I'm going to go with the upset here. Candilis, I'm giving you the win this week. Good luck. But that's going to be a good game regardless. Instagram versus the Beckhams. Another big game. John needs the win. Cam's playing New Orleans. You know what? I don't even need to look at the rest. He's going to have 40 fucking points. Sorry, Dom. Next game here. Beaston versus Pizza Elites. Now, this is a big game with huge playoff implications, so let's spend a little bit of time on this and analyze this one. Andy Dalton plays Cleveland. Good matchup. Aaron Rodgers plays Detroit. I think he's going to have a big bounce-back game. I bet my buddy at work double or nothing on a $20 bet. So I'm kind of hoping A-Rod has a big bounce-back game, and I think he will. There's no way he loses twice to Detroit. Martavis Bryant plays Indy. Dez is just useless without Tony. AP plays Seattle. Javoris plays Miami. Dougie Martin has a good matchup against Atlanta, but Mark Ingram has a bad matchup against Carolina. Sean Drone. I watched this guy run. He's so fucking explosive. He reminds me of Shady McCoy, the way he cuts and the way he's just so explosive to the hole. That was a really good pickup, Pete. I wanted to pick him up too, but I thought Carlos Hyde would be back in time for him to get his job back. You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, Pete, you're getting the win this week. Sorry, Cap. Last game here on the docket is Benny and the Jets versus Snoo Canoe. What a barn burner this is going to be. 9th versus 10th place with no playoff implications. Man, I don't know. Both your teams fucking suck. I'm going to give it to Balone because he's projected more from Yahoo. It's like it doesn't matter anyways. Whatever. Alright, boys. This is a long video update from Gryphs. This is where I work. Merry Gryphsmas. Peace out.